You folks know me. I'm a sucker in this game for red run and gun. And Hunter Wrecker is a deck that has some serious red synergy and speaks to me a lot as something that looks super awesome and fun to play. A huge shout out to our channel members for supporting what we do here. If you want to get involved with the channel and the Dice Commando community, please consider joining as a channel member. Remember, these videos are only possible with your support. You can show that support with a like, a subscribe, and by leaving us a comment and sharing your feedback. Community first, and go Commando. Hey there, Star Wars Destiny folks. Welcome back to Dice Commando and the Commando cast, and that's right. Happy Destiny Friday! We did it! We did it! We had Destiny Friday. All right. Yes, today I want to talk about Hunter Wrecker, which is a deck that really speaks to me because of just how straightforward, simple it is to build, roll, gun, resolve. There's some tricks, but these guys look pretty freaking fun. I love the synergies, and they sure work well together. And I do wonder if that's going to be a theme, like their thing. I wonder if that's going to be a theme on all of the Bad Batch characters. That would be pretty neat, actually. And we'll see how they work. Omega in, or however she says it. Omega. Anyway. All right, so Hunter, commanding officer. He's got a pretty solid die for 14. 1 gun, 2 melee. Focus, resource, and a blank. Leader, trooper. The leader part's not super relevant for how I've built my deck, but after you play a red, upgrade, or support for the first time each round, you may draw a card. Your cards are good. 12 health, by the way. Power action, you move this die to defeat a character with 2 or less remaining health, so not too bad. Which I think is relevant in-game, because we'll see who they end up going for first, because Buddy Wrecker, who has 12 health as well, now he's 15. I'm actually surprised. I think Wrecker probably could have had like 13, but that'd be pretty strong. Right. So Homeboy has 2 blanks, but big dice. I like the theme on that. I think it's really cool design. So 2 gun, then a 2 indirect, a 3 indirect for 1 indirect, and then a 2 disrupt with the 2 blanks. He's just a trooper. After you play a red, upgrade, or support, there you go, you may resolve one of his character dice showing damage, increasing its value by 1. So again, both of these are red, upgrade, or support. So we're going a little heavy into that. And power action, resolve one of your dice as if it were showing indirect damage. Well, you can't resolve zeros, but you can resolve that 2 as indirect, which is pretty cool because if it goes out there, sometimes 2 disrupt isn't useful to you, and you can make it useful. So that's pretty neat. Now, Wrecker, again, whenever you see somebody with a big 2 disrupt, you kind of want to get him out early. So I think that's kind of neat that he can do that, and then if they do respond, he's still a worthwhile die. I think that's a really cool use of him, but sometimes you can roll him out and miss. So, maybe Tick will come. I'm trying to do my Omega. I can't. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe Tech will come out. Maybe Tech lets you flippy flip when you play red card or something like that. Might be too good, but we will see. So again, what I was talking about earlier is who do you go for here? Honestly, I think they go for Hunter first, right? Because you don't want Hunter around even really mid-game when one of your guys is getting down, one of your characters is getting down. And the fact that Wrecker's throwing indirect while he's doing that for the most part, barring upgrades and stuff, it helps them peanut butter it around a little bit. So you can maybe force them to get into that range, whereas some other times you'd have to just blow them down and you'd lose it. So I think it's really interesting how these two work together. But what's fun is all the upgrades, because you can just roll dice and do things, and it's red, and there's some pretty good synergy, right? So what I have up right now is my current deck. This is what I've been using. And do keep in mind that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles works with these guys. So Hunter's 14, Wrecker's 15. That leaves us 1 point. TMNT is 3 points. So -1, -1, 30. We did it. All right, so here's what I have. I have DC 17M blaster rifle. This one's really cool. So it's a 2-drop that looks bad on paper, but it's actually pretty good, right? When you have 2 of them. When your whole board is what you need it to be. Riot Shields for 1, for 3 on both of them. That seems pretty good to me. Riot Shield is one that, with how many redeploys we have, sometimes it can be a problem with not having anywhere to put it. So that's something we could reevaluate. But again, we want to remember we want to be a little heavier here into supports and upgrades. I have the security baton. I figured that's a good overwrite. Again, it itself is a redeploy, so you don't lose the value. And sometimes with the way these work, and you get 3 guns on pretty quick, and then you don't have anywhere to put anything else. So I think it's good to have the the overwrite. And I'm using standard issue blaster because that card has amazing value. And the Westar, of course, because if you can hold battlefield control, woof, what a card. What a card. Right, so we are on to Poca City. There's potentially better battlefield. I thought about doing the one where you could do, the send it and do 2 actions. I thought about that. Not a horrible idea. But we've got some other things in place. So what I have for the supports, we're playing Armory, of course, because Armory is amazing value early. I mean, it's amazing value basically always. But you get a turn 0 Armory. Oh my goodness gracious. So good. And then I like Jetpack Troopers. Again, they have the indirect on them. They're cool, right? And they have Ambush, which only helps them get out for free one time. But it's pretty neat. What we really need here is someone that like the Partisan was the yellow not Jetta Partisan, but the Twi'lek Resistance Fighter where you can redeploy to them. That's really cool. I think that'd be. But again, that's already out there, so maybe red doesn't need that. But Crash Landing, okay, Field Medic, First Aid, Military Prowess is very strong in a 2-trooper deck. Power of the Tribe, of course, we're going to include that. Reckless Advance, 2 of those. Roll in the Mud is so good, and then I have Troopers Advance. So kind of removal, healing, trying to do what I can do and extend and just win by rolling dice. That's pretty much the trick. So yeah, that's my take. I think this is, again, it's very reminiscent of like an old school Andrew wedge deck type of, just roll out, pew, 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 and go home with your tail between your legs or go home victorious either way. But a lot of fun, a lot of simple, straightforward, roll dice, do good, have fun type Destiny. So let me know what y'all are thinking. I can always use advice on the events. Probably the events were, because I'm going to putting, we don't have money on Wrecker, and probably not wanting to use, you're going to take the cash if you can to buy stuff, but we're money light here. And unless I'm getting my armories and doing things, again, we get the card draw, but it's hard to have a lot of stuff to pay for. So the event's something that I felt a little high curved on, but you got to work with what you can work with. So, and I do think I went back and forth a lot on Riot Shield, whether or not that was the right thing to do, but I think it is because of their need to play upgrader support to get your thing. So it was just one more in there instead of running like another event. That was the logic there anyway. So, all right, that'll do it. Let me know what y'all think about Hunter Wrecker. Have you tried it? I did a little search in the DB and there weren't too many options in there. So maybe it's just me, but either way, let me know what y'all are thinking. Have a great rest of your weekend. And if nothing else, folks, go Commando.